three women from three different countries, African countries, can work together and work together quite successfully.
Amayi means mother in Shona, which is my language. I'm from Zimbabwe. And we felt that it was an appropriate name for us, first of all, because the three of us are actually mothers.
We're looking to be able to put nutritious and authentic African meals on the table for our families.
What can we do to reduce the cooking time and still get the authentic African taste?
And so we thought if we can come up with something that basically allows us to put a meal on the table in 30 minutes or less, that solves a lot of our problems, and then it solves a lot of other African women's problems too. I started off in investment banking, and after an MBA, I moved into private equity focused on Africa, and then infrastructure investments also focused on Africa. My partner, Nana, likes to say famously that we started the business at my dining room table. We were lamenting the lack of African food products that made it easier to cook meals for our families. Think about your pasta sauce, something as convenient as that.
We went through so many iterations and we thought, look, if we want to launch something, why don't we actually launch a business around something that we know and we know well?
Trying out different recipes to see, the one that would work.
We launched, Amayi with the shito, which we branded portray in Nigeria.
That's a Ghanaian black pepper sauce.
It was actually my mother's recipe.
We basically started selling it at food shows and fairs. We started going into small retailers and pitching it. We set up a very small factory in a bungalow in Yaba and started literally manually processing there. We have at the moment portray sauce, which is the shito sauce. And we've got three different types of portray sauce. We've got another sauce called Rodo Pep, which is a Scotch bonnet-based pepper sauce. And then we have two tomato-based products, tomato paste and then tomato pepper paste.
We started tomato pepper as ready to eat. So just take it and then you can use it to eat your bread, you can use it to eat your rice. That was the whole idea of it.
How are we thinking about community? How are we contributing to climate change?
We have a fat trap that takes all the grease, so we empty it so it's not polluting the environment.
Organic waste we try and give to farmers or local community farmers who will use that for compost or will use for feed for chickens, etc. And then non-organic waste is normally picked up or collected by recyclers. We right now cycle between the grid and a diesel generator. We're looking at putting solar in to be able to run sort of the base load.
Everything that we do is packaged and cleaned. We have a sterilized area that we do all that. And when we finish, we have this UV light that we light, for just the area to sterilize it, So the impact to the outside is minimal. By the time the waste is coming out, it's already neatly packed. We engaged women in the community also we gave them, casual jobs and all that. So we have people peeling, we have people cleaning.
We're a small company, number one, so that by default means that we're not part of the big boys club, and then we're not boys, which by default means we're not part of the big boys club. So look, that's been a challenge since day one.
I think one of the main challenges that we've had is depending on inputs that are imported into the country.
So we had to really think through innovatively, creatively, how can we come up with better products in a different way?
And I think this was a huge challenge for us, and it really encouraged us to sort of put on our problem solving hats and come up with solutions. And we did exactly that.
We have come up with ways to make tomato paste differently, using more cost-effective ways, more energy-efficient ways. We have been able to come up with a product that is as good as or better than our competitors. We are African women. There is no other team in the tomato paste industry that looks like us.